Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and to the first episode of Season 3 of the Pentagon Challenge. In today's episode, I'll be showing you the brand new squad, any transfers we have made, and we'll also be playing the first game of the league season. But before we do get into this video, if you guys wouldn't mind just leaving a like on this video, leave a comment as well, and subscribe if you're new, and you'll see when all the videos go live every single day. The support on this channel has been amazing recently, so you can keep that up. That would be really great. I really appreciate all the support and all the comments that you guys are leaving. It's really great seeing some of you guys getting involved with this and seeing what you guys are doing on this game. It's really nice to see. But let's go into this game, or into the squad. So I'll show you the original squad. Now this is how the team is looking. Originally, I would have Suabaki in the left wing spot and Yusoi would be on the bench. But this is the squad that we would be lining up with. But before I show you that, let's have a look at the transfers that we have made. So, a few players leaving the club and a few players joining the club. So, Jefferson Bayenu, we did let go at the end of the season, as you guys saw. 700,000 was a big lump sum for us. Also, we said goodbye to Taki, Hayashi for 85,000, Taki for 140,000. We let go of Hiraga, right winger. No, sorry, we bought him. Ignore that. We let go of Okuda, 14,000. Older player, not really playing much, so we sold him on. Kimura ended up going for quite a low sum, 4,500, but I think we have got a sell-on clause on him. We have got a 15%. He wasn't going to get any game time. We ended up selling him on, just getting the money and freeing up the wage budget. So Kimura has gone, and so is Morishita, the centre-back. These, again, are low sales, but we have got rid of them. Anyone else going to release was Fujima, old player, 32 years of age, sorry. And just a player out on loan, 16-year-old, that we have in the reserves, I believe. So if we go into the players we've brought in, starting off with the players on loan. Furuyama, a striker, 3 stars. He's actually going to be our starting striker this season. Of course, we said goodbye to Jefferson Bayenu and the other striker as well. Can't remember his name. So striker is a position that we need, and there isn't many options. And we've ended up bringing in Furuyama, a 23-year-old, valued at 500,000. So possibly, if he has a good season, we will sign him. But I'm not too sure. He is on loan with us. 3 stars. He's got a 14 shooting, 14 pace, 11 movement. So hopefully he is a good player. He is a poacher, which is what I tend to use. So hopefully he does do well in this squad and picks up quite a few goals this season and gets us up the table. Another loan signing, we are bringing Kobayashi, 18 years of age, centre midfielder, looks very good. Again, a player that I'm kind of interested in signing, but he's not interested in, the club don't want to sell him on yet, and we haven't got the funds for him. But he has got a 5-star potential, a lot of green positives and no negatives, which is, of course, is perfect. So Kobayashi, lone midfielder, probably will be starting most games when he is fit, and that is a position that we are lacking in centre midfield. So he has come in. A player on a free, Takada, right winger, 16 years of age, 18 pace. We signed him on a free. Worst case scenario, we sell him and just make some profit. Not going to be the greatest player. He is out on loan. As you can see, he's the same guy that we had sent on loan. So we signed him for a free. Probably just try and make some money on him. He probably won't see much game time for us, but we have signed him in. If we move up, a player you might recognise and remember from last year, Fujimori, the left winger with 19 pace. Now, he was valued really high. I can't remember exactly, but I feel like he was close or even over $1 million value when he was 16 years of age. He has still got 5-star potential. Again, no negatives. Not as many positives, but quite a few still. And we signed him for 30,000. Now, we did have him on loan last year. Came on as a sub for most of it. And when I saw that I think he was transfer listed and his contract was expiring, so I picked him up on a cheap 30,000 when he was valued, I'm pretty sure he was valued close to $1 million. So picked him up, 19 pace. As I say, he won't be the starting left winger, but our current left winger that we have signed, or not signed, that we had, is injured for a couple months. So he will be starting the season and starting the first game coming up. So Fujimori, we have signed on a permanent deal. Next up, Sora Hiraga from Kyoto, a right winger this time. We have got Yamaha, one of our older players that we started this team with. They're both very similar, Hiraga and Yamaha. We signed him for 60,000, so again another cheap player. And he does look good. He's got 16 passing, 16 decisions, 15 technique. So he does look a decent player, 13 pace. And he will be starting the games, I think, over Yamaha, especially just to start the season off. But 20 years of age, still got decent room for improvement, up to 4 stars. So he will be starting. And our final signing for 160,000 and our main signings, a good few pre-season friendlies with us, Misaki Aikida, a centre attacking midfielder, good all-round stats, no green stats, but nearly all blue stats, 26 years of age, he's 4 stars rating. We signed him for 160,000, of course. He's played in the top division last year, and we have signed him on. So he looks to be a good player. If we have a look at it on history, so the 3 games in pre-season he played, he scored 4 goals and got 1 assist with 2 player of the matches. And he got subbed off in all of those games as well. So he hasn't played the full 90 minutes in any of the games. And he's picked up 4 goals, an assist, and 2 man of match. Of course, they are only friendlies, but that is good positive signs going into the season. So as you can see, he's in the attacking midfield spot. Fujimori starts on the left-hand side because, not Shimada, because Tsubaki is currently injured and be out for a couple of months. So he will, of course, be replacing him for the first game and for the first few games of the season. Yasui, I believe he played most of the game last year. Yeah, he did. So he played the attacking midfield last year. But of course, Akida's come in. So he will be on the bench in place of a Saka or one of those. Yeah, probably a Saka he will replace on the bench when he's back from injury. But he's out for a while as well. So this is how we are lining up. Striker is going to be the lone player, and our backup striker is a player that we moved to the reserves last year, but we brought him back in. 3 stars, 23 years old, only valued at 30,000. I think he is on the transfer list. I think he was, and then I removed him. So we'll keep hold of him, and he'll be a good backup striker. He has scored 2 goals off the bench, and I think he started 1 actually in pre-season. So let's go into the league. We are expected to finish mid-table this year. Also, I have upgraded on the board request. I put the training facilities up to 2.5 stars and youth facilities up to 1.5 stars. And we've still got some finances left. We've got about 100,000, a little bit left in the wage budget. And we have just over a month left, 39 days until the transfer window closes. So we've still got time to make a few transfers if needed. But we've got mainly what we need. And I think there is also, so one tabby, I have signed a free transfer, I believe. I believe he is joining, so he's joining us. A left back, 2.5 stars. We need just some depth. He was previously on loan back in 2020, 2021. So he is a former Kanzawa player. But he's just coming in as a backup left back, 2.5 stars. He won't be replacing Mun Inju, but especially now that our left winger is injured, the only other player that can play a left wing spot is our left back. So if needed, we can move him up to left wing and put that new left back in. So perfect. Kojima can play left and right back, so he's perfect on the bench. But into our first game of the season, we're playing a team called Roylek. Now, I don't remember them playing them last year, and for some reason we can't look at their club history. So I assume they were in the J3 league last year, but it doesn't let us look for some strange reason. And if we have a look at the J3 league, they didn't win or come runners up. So I'm guessing they won the playoffs in the J3 league, but for some reason you can't look at their club's history. Where if we click on another team, as you can see down the bottom, you've got club history. And then from there you can look at their league history. But that's not an option on this team. So I don't know if they've just been chucked in or what has happened here, because you can't see no club history. But that is who we're starting the first game of this J2 season against. So let's go straight into the game. The team is already lined up how we want it. So hopefully we can pick up a win to start the season off strong, and not like last year where we were in a relegation zone for the first half, over the first half of the season, and in the second season we just turn it around. Got, was it 5 or 6 league back-to-back wins, and ended up finishing in 10th position. But we go 1-0 down in this first game, and it looks like 2, and it is 2. We're 2 down. So poor start, worst start possible to begin this season off with. 2-0 down already in the first 23 minutes. Going into half time then, and looks like no more attacks. We've got one chance here. Nothing coming here. So a very poor start to this season, and not what we want to see at all. We're going to go attacking. We have done well in the pre-seasons. I didn't show you guys the games. Of course, we've already played all the pre-season games. But we're not going to make any changes. We'll give it 10-15 minutes. If the team's still performing poorly, we'll have to make some changes. But what a chance here. And there's a goal back. Kobayashi, our centre midfielder that we've got on loan, has pulled us one back. Let's try and get a second. Come on. Let's get the next goal, and who knows what could happen from there. Maybe go on and win it, but we need a second goal first. We've got another chance here, and we have got another chance. Furuyama, our striker, our other lone player. Our 2 lone players getting on the score sheet. And now we've got a corner for our opponents. Maybe it's time for us to make a few changes. Let's go to condition and see who is quite low. So Akida, ideally wants to keep him on because he is a good player, but we'll bring on Yamaha on the right wing spot for Hiraga, just some fresh legs, very similar players. And we'll also bring on Kojima at the left back position, I believe. And we'll probably, centre midfielders is always the position that runs out of fitness first. And of course, Aikida, we have got a midweek game as well, so we do have to be careful with that. So it might be best if we do bring off just that player there. And we'll also bring on Buwanika at striker. So 4 changes. We'll leave ourselves one more, but we've got just over 20 minutes left to go. From 2-0 down at half time, we pulled it back to 2-2. Can we get a winner? Hopefully not concede a third. But we're on the attack here. Yamaha puts it in. We win a corner. Nothing comes of that. No highlights for that corner. And straight into the 90th minute. Do we counter-attack? Oh, and he's done it. Buwanika on the counter-attack. Our substitute. We're going to make one more subs just to waste that little bit more time. But that should see it out. And what a comeback. 2-0 down at half-time. Our 2 loan signings with the first 2 goals. And our substitute striker with the winner in the 92nd minute. Buwanika come off the bench as a striker, and he's scored. Of course, the 2 lone players getting the first 2 goals. What a game to start the season off. Started poorly, 2-0 down in 23 minutes and at half-time, and we pulled it back and we won 3-2 in the 92nd minute. What a game. What a start to the season. Starting off with 3 points, and look at that. That's a nice, of course, half the teams haven't played yet, but that looks good. Being up in those green spots looks nice. Much better than when we was down in the reds. But what a start to the season. And what a start. So let's bring on Watambe, our left back. He's going to be a good backup player for us. But I've got a midweek game if you remember last season, it looked exactly like this. Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, all the way through until halfway through the season when it starts clearing up and you've got games every weekend. But for some reason in Japan, they love starting it off awful and having 2 games every single week. So that's where we struggled last year. So let's see how we get on. I'm going to end the episode here, guys. What's the start to the season? 3-2 win away from home. 2-0 down at half-time. We pulled it back. Win 3-2 in the last minute. What's the start to the season? But thank you very much for watching, guys. If you are still watching, just leave a comment down below and let me know that you are still watching at this point. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow for another video.